park my car in this unofficial lay-by. There's a notice up there, police warning, do not leave any valuables in the car. There's the bleak moorlands. So I'm going up to Top Withens. There's a reservoir down there, and there's a party of walkers coming down. So this should be somewhere between a 2 or 3 hour walk. Private road, but of course it's a public footpath to Top Withens. I don't think it's a very exciting walk, but of course it's associated with Wuthering Heights. Just back there, 3 paths branched off, so I don't know which. Hopefully I'm on the right one for Top Withens. I've only really just started on this walk. It should take me at least 2 hours. Crossing the Pennine Way, a long distance walk that goes down the northern backbone of England. A strenuous walk. I tried it once but had to give up after 5 days. It's the last habitation, I think, on this walk, and the gravel track goes well to a gravel footpath at this stage. Unfortunately, I say it is overcast, so there's lots of heather here. But the Brontes, of course, were was mentioned many times in their letters and that, and the Bronte children, when they used to wander up here. There's no colour, unfortunately, because of the overcast. Along this footpath, there's the heather-clad moorlands, and Top Withens, the ruined farmhouse, is up somewhere by that skyline. You can see it's been fairly muddy underfoot because we did have kind of a bit of a downpour just a few hours ago. Continuing along this somewhat damp footpath, but it's as you can see, it's a bleak moorland. There's the old stone walls, which are of course the feature of this landscape. I can see some people coming towards me. Top Withens is somewhere over there. That's all that remains of a long abandoned farmhouse lower the Withens. There's a middle Withens and a top Withens. And here's a solitary, looks like a maple tree. That probably the occupants of that long abandoned farmhouse planted it at one time. That might all that's left, I think, of the farmhouse ruins of Middle Withens. Looks like there's a path that goes down there, which I'll probably take shortly to visit the Bronte waterfall. Now, where that tree is up there, I presume is where the Top Withens supposed to be the Wuthering Heights, but of course I think it was built roughly at the time when 1847, when Wuthering Heights was published. Rich Top Withens. This is an isolated spot. It looks like it has been repaired slightly. Now these sheep here are a feature, I believe. You can spot them on YouTube. They're tame, and they look for handouts. But those are the only sheep I've seen in this kind of quite large expanse of bleak moorland. Okay, there's another solitary maple tree, probably planted when this farmhouse was when people lived here. There's a plaque there, Top Withens. This farmhouse has been associated with Wuthering Heights, the Earnshaw home in Everly Bronte's novel. And you can see it's bleak situation. No place to be in the middle of a snowstorm in the winter. There's the inside. It has been refurbished to some extent. Vast numbers of visitors come here. Of course, I'm here in the evening, so most people have gone. There's an information board. This is a view of the top end of the farmhouse. Quite substantial in its day. And actually, there's 2 maple trees there, which have survived the, pretty bleak in the winter, windswept. I'll just go around here. I spotted a bench, which I'll have a break before returning by the Bronte waterfalls. And there's a sheep laying in wait for me. I hear they like the bits of the sandwiches. I've had my break, and return back to the car now. By way of the Bronte waterfall, somewhere down there in that gully, just to the right, I think. I've got this place to myself. I haven't seen anyone for half an hour, so certainly contrast for the vast numbers of people in Haworth, little village. Here's the top Wuthering sheep. There's 2 of them. You can see they're quite tame. There's top Wuthering up there. I recognise it by the maple tree. This is a well-trodden path. There's the other maple tree for the lower Witherings. But well-trodden. But it's 5 minutes to 6 in the evening, so I've got this place to myself. There's top Witherings on the skyline back there, 200 or 300 feet above me. This path is a little bit more interesting than the ascent path. Of course, it's been well paved, but unfortunately, when it's wet, it's slippery. Okay, here we have a meeting of the waters and some stepping stones. So the Bronte waterfall is down there somewhere. You can still see top Witherings on the skyline and this bleak moorland. But this path is a little bit more interesting. It follows this gully. The Bronte waterfall should be a little bit further down here. But unfortunately, because there's very little wind and the water's nearby and it's early evening, the midges are out. There's a distinctive line of conifers up ahead, which I pass coming up. And hopefully the waterfall is down here somewhere. Hopefully the rain also will keep up. It looks somewhat threatening. I can still see the, one maple tree anyway on the skyline back there. I think I might be unlucky. Looks like there's a shower on the way. Now, it's, I'll be, by the time I get back to the car, I've been going about at least 2 hours or even maybe more. Still see top Witherings back there, about a mile back. A marking stone. This stream has gained a bit of volume. It's only started from top Witherings, about a mile back. There's the Bronte Bridge. Now, I've got to find the Bronte stone and the Bronte waterfalls up there, but I might skip that as it's raining fairly steadily now. I'm going to be a bit damp by the time I get back to the car. I think I can just see the Bronte waterfall up there. It's well, it's only really a trickle, but there might be a somewhat bigger waterfall a bit further up. But down here somewhere there's the Bronte stone, where Charlotte Bronte apparently used to come and meditate. Yeah. Someone's carved their initials. Okay, so there's the return to the car back uphill. And someone's put a psalm on this rock, a little tablet. There's the waterfall again up there, and that's the volume of water that's coming down. Okay, about a 200-foot descent now. Okay, we had about a half an hour shower. Not sufficient to get me pretty damp, but there's the trusty car down below and the reservoir to the right, and the Stanbury little village there ahead. So I'm off to the B&B now.